I think it says something about your relationship if you frequently find yourself fighting in public.
Yeah. I know like some women's objections to a strip club is that like it's objectifying. You're just kind of like using someone's body for your own entertainment, yada yada.
But it's a place of employment. These women are earning a living in those spaces.
Yeah.
She is gaslighting this man, talking about some damn, it's your fault that we're not together because I left without saying anything to you.
We kind of like seeing conflict between two people because we kind of get to like live vicariously through it to an extent.
It feels like real life entertainment. How do we distinguish between like complicated feelings and gaslighting?
I mean, you have to know the person.
We are longtime friends turned lovers, here for all things love, dating, and relationships. Lovers Watch is a podcast where we explore how the love and relationships we observe on screens influence the love and relationships we experience in our own lives.
From romance sitcoms to reality dating shows, we're mining through the mess to bring you the gems and help make sense of this crazy little thing called love. So, whether you watch these shows or not, if you love love, you're in the right place.
Hello and welcome to Lovers Watch.
Hello. I'm your host, Sam. And beside me is my little Bo Peep, baby.
Hi, I'm your co-host, YoVanna.
And today we're talking about Love is Blind, Season 9, Episode 9.
We are. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
But first, what gems did you mine from this episode?
So from this episode, I really want to ask, how do we differentiate between genuine hurt, heartbreak, and like conflicting emotions versus just like straight up gaslighting and manipulation? So,
I don't know how equipped we are to answer that, but we're going to try.
Y'all gonna get an answer. You'll be all right with it. What gems did you mine?
I want to know, why is it so satisfying to watch a couple fight in public?
It's pretty nice to watch.
Oh, there's something that's like an itch deep down in me that it's
bad, but it's good. So we'll get into it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we like to start off the show with a hot take. Sam, baby, what's your hot take?
So my hot take is, if you don't eat the box as a grown adult, no one should ever take advice from you again.
Say it again, baby.
Right? Let's say it again. If you don't eat the box.
If you ain't eating the coochie.
You shouldn't be saying shit to nobody.
Yeah, if the cat ain't going in your mouth, why is anything coming out?
Why words coming out of it? Like, if you are refusing to please the person that you like sleep beside every night, how do you have my best interest in mind? I don't get it.
How can I trust anything that comes out of your mouth?
And I'm looking at you, DJ Khaled. I mean, he'll never see this, but if he ever does for some reason,
and the
what are you doing?
And then loud and proud about it. Those type of men usually be the ones to be like, no, I ain't eating no coochie.
I don't do that. I ain't drunk enough for that. No, there's like a whole genre of music where it's like, I don't do that. But they be like, yeah, I'm a G though.
You should be ashamed to tell anyone that.
Ugh. I couldn't imagine.
I know you couldn't.
The FBI couldn't get that out of me. They'd be like, hey, give us what we need to know. And I'd be like, I ain't saying nothing. Nothing. Anyway, what's your hot take, baby?
Okay. Y'all ain't gotta like it, but and I know there's gonna be some pushback for this one.
Hopefully.
I just want to know. I want it to make sense. I want to understand how some of y'all is out here talking about I don't eat pork, but be in the McDonald's drive-thru every other day.
Well,
be slurping down Mountain Dew and doing drugs, but you don't eat pork?
Nigga, you do drugs.
Make it make sense. Like, if swine is the devil's meat, what are Hot Pockets? I thought your body was a temple. Shall we get into the appetizer of our episode?
Yes, let's get
our little num 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 num.
Little snack. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna speed run through this shit because I just want to talk about the party, if I'm being honest.
Indeed.
So in this episode, we start with Megan and Jordan.
Yeah.
We see with our own eyes in real life him eat that nasty ass chicken breast smoothie.
That's also another thing you can never get out of me.
And then document it
on TV, 4K, probably 8K.
You saw the chicken in that Ziploc bag. It had no seasoning on it.
No seasoning. He said, I just bake it. Just no salt, no nothing. I just bake it. Like, honestly, this is the best reaction Megan's had to anything, to be honest. She's like, what the fuck is this?
How you could then put your mouth to his mouth after that?
Yeah, like I've never seen the show Dexter, but I feel like he would also drink blended up chicken breasts.
Chicken breast smoothies
and
before he did a
fucking
murder.
Crystal Light. Yeah, I think he would just be like, he would murder someone, wrap him up in plastic, and then go drink some chicken breast.
And be like, refreshing.
My biggest thing with Megan, it feels like she just does things because they're expensive. Yeah, it's just like I love to show other people that I got it like that.
Right.
So she's gonna wear ugly ass clothes.
Bro,
like
her wardrobe is fucking hideous.
This dress was so bad. The shoulders looked like a Hunger Games outfit. Of just like, you don't know what you're doing. You're just rich. You just have money.
It looked like a little girl put on her mama's big ass dress from the 80s. When your mama was in the bathroom doing coke lines off of random people's body parts.
Yeah.
And then you found her dress and you put it on with some Converse.
That's what it looked like. Back then. Yeah, because you were all high based on that pure cocaine.
I be telling y'all, some people don't deserve no money. Really She'll buy $1 million or $2 million house just because with 6 bedrooms and y'all got one child between the two of you.
And when Jordan's like, what's this for? She's like, well, someone might come over.
Ugh. We also see Nick and Annie. Nick's family comes over. He straight up didn't even make any meals. There was no food out for them.
That's right. Yeah, they just said, come over. You'll get what you get. And
these family meetings are wild.
Sad.
Where is the food?
Really sad.
Where is the spread? You got me coming over to your rinky-dink ass apartment to meet this girl who, I just need to say, I really, really deep in my heart knew that Annie was 39 years old. 37 years old. And when I saw that little Annie at the bottom with 29, I said,
I had forgotten.
How did we get here?
Yeah.
29?
When we said in the beginning, this is the oldest cast we've ever had, I guess in our minds, we were just like, oh yeah, she's also like in her late 30s.
38.
And the hair doesn't help at all. His family is pretty nice to her.
His family seems another surprisingly pleasant family.
For the most part. Yeah. They shared nothing of substance of why they were together. Annie she does this spiel of just like, oh, here's all the reasons I love Nick.
And what made you fall for Nick?
Everything just kept clicking together.
Oh, you cook? Great. Oh, you want 2 kids? Great. Oh, your parents are still married? Great. Oh, you have a little brother? Great. Me too. Oh, you own your own business? Great. Oh, you're outdoorsy? Great. Oh, but you like watches and nicer things? Great. Me too. And
we both have hair. We both like kids.
He likes to eat food, and I have to eat food. He owns a business, and I own a business, and we're gonna get married.
We both don't want our kids to be gay, so and that's, oh my God, it's so great.
And then she steps out, and he steps out, and then the family's like, I love her. Well, I think she's gonna be a great fit to the family.
I'm surprised I liked her so much. The one thing I did really kind of appreciate though was the interaction between Nick and his mom, because his mom seems to know him very well,
as mothers do.
Kind of unpromptedly, she explains what we've kind of seen in Nick this whole season, of explaining how his feelings around conflict, how he needs time to express himself, and he needs space.
Lots and lots of space.
Lots of space, which Annie herself has not figured out yet, or if she has, she's just ignoring that.
Annie don't give a fuck about what that man needs.
I love you. And he's like, I need space. Give me a second. She's like, why do you need a second? I love you. What's going on?
And then the silent brother who says 0 words the entire time.
It felt like a little bit of brother jealousy. He's like, oh, I'm also here, guys. And they're like, oh, yeah, we love you too. But Nick, our baby boy.
If Nick is the favorite, that's saying a lot about this family. That's it, right? That's all we really saw outside of the party.
Before we get to the party, yes.
That's it, right? Let's get to the fucking party then.
Let's get it.
Baby. Okay, so we got the alcohol flowing. What we see is essentially a reunion. So essentially the couples are now meeting their exes from the pods, the people they had connections with that they ended up not going with. Let's start with Megan and Jordan. The fuck was this outfit? Every time I see her put clothes on, I wish she wouldn't. I wish she would just not wear clothes. because it really irks me that I know she's spending so much money on these busted ass, basic ass articles of sparkly clothing.
Yeah, I know that bandana she was wearing probably cost like $75 at least.
Honestly, she probably spent $120 on it.
Probably.
At least $120.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's 50 cent Temu.
It looks like
accessories.
like Five Below type stuff.
It is definitely giving Five Below.
Yeah.
And her stupid ass sparkle top. Ugh. Anyway, so we see her. She interacts with her ex.
Yes, we
Mike.
have our good friend, our good shady friend Mike. He shows back up.
Well, Mike come up to Jordan talking about, hey, yo, can I borrow your girl?
You mind if I borrow your girl?
You mind if I borrow your girl?
After I was talking mad cash shit about you. Yeah. Even though she acknowledges the chemistry. And Mike is making his case for like, hey, are you sure you don't want to choose me still?
He's testing the waters.
He's definitely saying things where he's like, oh yeah, man, I was gonna DM you. I was thinking about it, but I didn't.
And she's very clear with her boundaries. She's like, yeah, I'm glad that you didn't. Don't do that. Honestly, in this moment, I realized that Megan is legitimately invested in this process. Like,
you weren't like engaged, like sure, but
I'm in it.
you're in it.
Honestly,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm happy for you.
Okay.
You guys getting married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
she sincerely wants to marry Jordan, which I can't speak to the reasoning behind that, but like, she speaks with confidence about Jordan. She speaks with confidence about marrying him.
Yeah.
And she's gonna buy a fucking house for them, which to me is the most baffling thing. Like, this show is not real. If by some odd chance we make it to the altar and we get married,
now we got a mortgage.
Adding a mortgage to that seems insane. Like, I would need to give it a year of test marriage to know that this is actually real life. But the fact that you're willing to put this man's name on the deed with you, to me, is baffling. You don't even know this man.
I mean, yeah, but his son has diabetes like my father.
Anyway, all of that to say that I can see the sincerity in her face in this moment where she's talking to Mike and she's essentially like professing her commitment to him.
She's like, no, I'm sure.
We're getting married.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't pick you for a reason, and I'm confident in that decision.
I said, okay, girl, go ahead with your ugly ass bandana. Tell that man he ain't the one, because you got you one.
Yeah,
okay.
And his name is Jordan.
His name is Tyson.
And he has tattoos.
His name is...
And he drives a Kia or whatever he drives. Yeah. We see Nick finally meet Kate from the pods.
Kate spelled dumb. Kait. Fucking kite ass.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Kate basically confronts him in a sort of nice, nasty white lady way.
Yeah, like she really gives mean girl energy. Like whenever I see her face, it feels like a combination of like Jennifer Coolidge and
Regina George,
like Rachel McAdams from Mean Girls. Just a combination of that where she just looks at you and it's like immediate judgment, but it's like I'm being nice about it. Yeah.
The gestures are very, very Mean Girl.
Yeah.
But I will say I appreciated that Kate brought back out the version of Nick that I love to hate. Because for the last 4 episodes,
he seemed genuine.
Not just he seemed genuine, but like the editing has positioned him in a way where I feel empathetic for him. Or like between Nick and Annie, I'm choosing Nick, and that don't sit right in my soul.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kate confronting his ass had him looking like real rehearsed.
He
and
comes
insincere.
back to that.
He said, He said that thing like, "Oh yeah, I went back that night. I looked myself in the mirror, and I said, I don't like who this is.
No, I did not recognize him. No, I did not. Yeah, that's the version. I'm like, yeah, there he is.
That's that man I love to hate. So thank you, Kate, for that.
Yeah, but everything else, But yeah, they have a little confrontation. He explains that like, hey, I loved 2 people in the pods. That's why I couldn't choose you. I'm sorry for the way I cut you off. Even though, as we remember, the reason, quote unquote, he cut her off was because she didn't love Jesus as much as he loves him.
Right.
So it feels like a little revisionist history, but whatever. We'll let it slide, I guess.
Kate got off good because she did not ever need or want to be with that man. I can promise you that, Kate. It wasn't going to work.
No,
it's barely working with Annie.
Too much of a heathen for him.
Yeah, basically what we see is that while Nick and Kate spelled dumb are having their little chit chat, everybody's stirring and basically admitting that they don't fuck with Nick. They don't like Nick. People feel like he's calculated.
Fake.
Fake. Definitely fake. And we see that Annie's real put off when she learns that Nick had also told Kate that he loved her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then when Nick comes back, we see their little conflict.
Yeah, of just Annie just being fucking weird. Like it's weird to me how she claims to love Nick so much, how he's perfect, but as soon as she learns basically anything about him that kind of conflicts with that image of him, she just straight up ignores him.
I want to say you ride the bull.
No.
Do you like? Okay, so say you had shorts on, would you ride the bull? I'll take that as a no. I'll go ride the bull again.
Are you guys?
Yeah, you can sit on the back.
Which is extra shitty because we do see, with everyone kind of acknowledging that we don't like Nick, people are just dogging this man.
They doing this man kind of dirty.
Bro, like...
I can't say I'm a better person and I would do any different.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't put it on camera. Like we see another proof of Joe being the biggest asshole and like bully on this show.
Yeah, he's straight up a bully.
Like he takes a whole section, like a whole personal interview to be like, yeah, like Nick's a good guy. Nah, I'm joking.
Some might say,
but honestly, fuck that guy. Like, and the weirdest thing is like he was sitting there talking to everyone about how, oh yeah, man, Brendan's here too. I bet he fucks better than Nick. I bet he
would lay it down on Andy better than Nick, which is a very strange thing for you to be saying about another grown man and his fiance.
Really weird. Again, a very improficient bully, but bully nonetheless.
Oh, also, I was shocked to see that when Brendan met Annie in person,
oh yeah,
he was still like jonesing for her.
Yeah, he still seemed like he wanted that.
He seemed
I said that her.
He seemed to
I
be
pulled a Joe.
torn up about the fact that like, oh no, my girl is out here with a whole nother man.
Mm-hmm.
I would have assumed that interaction would have gone down differently, perhaps with a sense of relief.
You just don't.
But no, but for real, that really shocked me. I was sure Brendan was gonna go in there, look her up and down, and be like, whew.
I'm not gonna lie, it still felt like maybe he felt that internally, but on the outside he was still projecting that like, nah, man, I still could have got it. Like it felt like, again, like not wanting to lose, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah, projecting the idea that basically he still could have come out on top. Like he didn't lose Annie. And he just made the wrong choice, basically. That's what it felt like he was projecting. It was still weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan's straight up like, look, I observe Nick and Annie together, and they're both fucking weirdos, and it makes sense. I literally could not even see this between the two of you.
But yeah, it was weird to still see him kind of still be into it. So, that's Brennan for you. Anyway.
Yeah.
So next we have Allie and Anton. We see Allie to an extent, but she kind of vacillates to me between being judgmental and like being concerned about Anton's behavior. So she still says to other people that like, hey, yeah, I found out that he was in strip clubs and he drinks a lot still. She basically admits that like, even when he was single, the idea of him being in a strip club is basically a turnoff.
It would
for
be
her.
a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Which let's talk about that just a little bit because like, are you just not attracted to the kind of man who frequents a strip club, or
is it like a judgment on like sex work kind of?
Right.
Yeah.
Like what is the issue?
Yeah, I don't know because I know like some women's objections to a strip club is that like it's objectifying. You're just kind of like using someone's body for your own entertainment, yada yada.
But it's a place of employment. These women are earning a living in those spaces.
Yeah, I mean that's the other argument side of it.
I think the genuine argument is like those women do not trust men who engage with women in such an openly sexual way.
Yeah.
I think the conclusion that is like, oh, if you're in the strip clubs, then you're fucking these women and you're therefore going to be fucking all women. Like you just out here hoeing, basically, if that's the kind of entertainment that you're looking for.
Either that or you're not good with your money. You're just out here just blowing money on something quote unquote frivolous, maybe.
I think it's less about the money and more about the
Maybe.
interaction with women.
I think it's the interaction with women and maybe how you as a man view women. That might be the larger objection to it.
Maybe. But the point is, it's not as if she's saying, like, now that we're together, there will be no strip clubs. What she's saying is,
when he was single,
you in your past life, Anton was single, therefore you are no longer qualified to be my partner now because of what you was doing back when you was single.
Which feels just kind of fucked up and judgmental. It really feels that way. Like the drinking, I can understand because we are seeing that be a problem, quote unquote. Presently. Right. But like to our knowledge, he has not been in a strip club for at least 4 months before he met her. So it just feels really judgmental, basically. But
she shares with the girls that it's causing her to reconsider their relationship, and also the drinking is a concern. So she is basically telling everybody, like, look, I don't know about this shit.
And it's funny because Anton later on towards the end of the party comes up to her and he's like, yeah, people are asking about us, but I'm not really saying anything.
I'm just playing it cool. Not really saying too much. What are you saying? The truth.
I'm just saying the truth. Yeah. And it's like, girl,
it's very cryptic.
Yeah, it's just like it. But at this point, just say it. She does a lot of cryptic things, a lot of like saying but not saying.
Yeah,
it's just annoying, basically. Yeah.
I'm okay.
What
is something that if you learned your partner was doing when they were single in their past life would make you look at them different now?
If he was robbing motherfuckers, like if he was robbing or like straight up scamming people in
what
a
kind
way,
of scamming?
Scamming in a way where it's like you're destroying somebody's life. Okay. It's one thing if it's like, hey man, I got somebody out of $20 one time, or like, I bought this food and said it was bad and had it sent back. I don't know. But like, it's like the same thing when like you're stealing someone's wallet. Not stealing. If you find someone's wallet. And like, so for me, I've had my wallet stolen before. Or I've lost it. And when I find it again, I'm like, cool. If the cash is gone, that's fair game.
Cash is everyone's. Cash is for the people.
Exactly.
But don't steal my cards.
Don't take my ID. Yeah. Don't take my credit cards.
Don't steal my identification.
Like, why are you doing all that? So that kind of vibe where it's like, if you're doing something that's like, to an extent, kind of harmless, it's fine. Okay. Whatever. I think that's about it. Like if you're hurting other people, that's why I'm like, what's wrong? Okay. Yeah. How about you?
Domestic violence.
Yeah.
If you was doing all kind of domestic violence, I'm not, like, I would probably feel like I need to end the relationship.
Probably because one time you get a taste of it. I don't know. If next time I drop something or break something, I don't know what's gonna come out. So.
But you being in the strip clubs when you were single is like not that big of a deal. If you were there every day, then we need to have a conversation. Yeah, it is. It is definitely very judgmental. Yeah. Let's get to the meat.
The good part, what I was anticipating.
Reunited and it don't feel good. We got Patrick and Anna at the party. Patrick walks in like a fucking alien who is not used to occupying the body.
Guys later. So weird.
Yo, Patrick's here! Patrick! I'll say hi to you guys in a second.
But yeah, he comes in and he's letting everyone know that he's still pretty delusional about Casey and why she's not with him or into him or whatever.
Casey says she keeping the ring. She won't answer this man's phone calls. She said, just tell them we're broken up right now. And then when he asked for that ring back, she said, you act like you're the only one hurting.
Oh my
She probably said that shit looking at her motherfucking ring.
You act like you're the only one who went through some emotional turmoil.
Bro, that's some
dirty shit.
Bombastic type shit.
That's honestly in this dynamic, that's some peak white woman shit.
That's what you get for fucking with them money.
Because I'm pretty sure they spend their own money on these rings.
I think they do.
Yeah. So like you just literally just stole money from me basically. Because like you saw me and was like, ugh.
You spent less than 24 hours with me and then you took my ring?
And when I ask for it's one thing if I don't ask for it back and you keep it. If I ask for it back and you say, nah.
Casey, I was out here making a case for you, girl.
I wasn't. Boy, she was enemy number one, right behind our next person, Anna, because Anna shows up. Anna shows up, And Patrick, of course, is like, hey, man, like, what happened?
He
What's
basically is
going
like,
on?
you would have been my number one if you didn't leave.
Yeah, from like, at least from what we can see in the edit, like, Patrick walked in the pods ready to propose to Anna, basically. And for her to basically come in this room and say, hey, I know I'm the one who left. I know I'm the one that kind of blew up everything in both of our faces. However, once I found out that you were engaged, that's when I was like, well, it was never serious to begin with. Completely ignoring the fact that she is the reason they're not together, basically.
Bro, and it straight up says out her mouth, you
Verbatim.
proposed to Casey. To me, it's not fair to say it was you, it was always you, but it wasn't. You asked another girl to marry you. And yeah, I know I wasn't there. Girl, you wasn't there. The fuck? But like, if I was in the back of your mind the whole time, like, then you can't ask someone else to marry you.
Even though you're on a show to find someone to marry, and if someone fucks off when you
leaves you ghosted. Which I want to revisit the fact that Blake had asked her, have you ever ghosted anyone? And she was like, no, I don't think so. And then she left his ass and she left Patrick's ass in the dust. You left without a word, without so much as a goodbye. And you expect this man to
wait for you?
Not just wait for you, but to also,
but basically what she's asking for is like, you basically should have left as well.
You should have left and come and
find me. Like,
you should not... you shouldn't explore this other connection that you have with the person who's willing to stay because you claim that you love me and now that I'm gone, you should come chase me down. Like, girl.
She don't watch any rom-coms where the person's like, hey, man, I'm about to quit this
No,
six-figure job.
she's fucking lying, bro.
I mean, that part
it
too.
feels like she's blaming Patrick because when she saw what he actually looked like after leaving, she was like, oh, no, that ain't it. That's not it. But how do I spin this?
If I'm going to break my white man streak,
it's not for you.
It's not going to be for Patrick.
So it's easier for her to blame Patrick instead of admitting that she actually didn't want to be with him anyway.
I feel you on that. Like, I do have a little bit of space for her to maybe like have other things in the way. Like, she mentioned some cultural things with her family. And maybe just like, she's obviously in real time working through her pretty strong prejudice and discrimination. So she's still working through that. So I would give her a little bit of grace to say, maybe you still have some genuine feelings that you're working through. But for the most part, it does feel like your hypothesis.
Nah, she's gaslighting like a motherfucker.
She's gaslighting. Yeah, even if she is like going through her own things, she's still gaslighting the hell out of him right now.
She is gaslighting this man, talking about some damn, it's your fault that we're not together because I left without saying anything to you.
You should have found a way to find me in the real world.
And if you really loved me, then you wouldn't have gotten engaged to another woman, even though you came on this show to leave married. She gaslighting like a motherfucker.
Classic gaslighting. Like, I don't know about classic, but like that's a pretty good example of gaslighting someone. And Patrick feels it. We see his face just be like,
so confused.
I knew I was going to ask you to marry me. Like, I think you would have said no at the altar.
Who knows? I don't know.
Honestly, I don't like Patrick, but
you was feeling for him?
I felt so bad for him. Like, I really, like, he is the perfect example of like why Asian men say they have a hard time dating. Because like he just got rejected by everybody. It was hard to watch. Rejected by his white woman, who he thought chose him, even though he was Asian. But firstly, rejected by the woman that he felt that like, whoa, it might be safe for me to date someone who's not white. I may have found someone that I can be myself with, basically.
And then she
abandons him,
left his ass in the dust,
abandons him, and then comes back, does a 180 and says, actually, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
You could have saved this that we had if you hadn't proposed to Casey, even though that only lasted 24 hours.
Oh, she twisted and turning that narrative in a way that I have literally never seen before.
This is probably the most egregious example of.
And I mean, like you say, it is sort of complicated because like she probably does have some maybe feelings of heartbreak and like all of these other conflicting emotions that
Yeah,
are happening.
yeah.
But ultimately, to me, it feels very clear that she saw this man and said, hell motherfucking no.
No to you as
What I'm
well.
going to say so America don't get in my ass
Mhm,
about the fact that I did this man dirty. And the only thing she can say is, if you truly loved me, if it was really me, then you wouldn't have proposed to
You
that
would've
other
left
woman.
single too.
And so the rest of America is sitting there gooped and gagged with their mouth open just like Patrick was. Because what we going to say to that?
I mean, if she's doing him a kindness to not say, hey, you ugly to me and I don't want you. If she's doing him a kindness by lying to him, sure.
But she could have come up with a better lie. She could have been
She
like, I
could've.
realize I'm too normal for this weirdo shit.
Yeah, or like my
Like,
family looked at me and was like, what the fuck are you doing? Come
I don't
home
want to
now.
meet a partner on a television show
Yeah.
and this timeline was too much. Like, she could have given
She could've said
any
something.
reason.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Calabria and Edmund.
These damn outfits.
We love them, don't we?
I'm so tired of her fine ass dressing like she is 21 years old, finna go to the club everywhere she go.
Forever 21, Fashion Nova, just, yeah, it's really sad what she puts herself into.
And the thing is, like, you could style Fashion Nova so it's your style. Like, how you look like a Fashion Nova ad. That's my problem.
I don't know. I don't know how she does it.
Ugh. But Edmund's on his worst behavior.
Yes. Edmund was being real shady.
Certified shady
real
shit.
shady, my dude.
Yeah, he was on some shady shit talking about, oh, it would just be so nice to hear that you're perfect. Like,
Yeah.
You literally just said to hear that would be perfect, would be great. You're comparing, you're making it seem like I'm not doing enough.
No,
If you said it, you meant it. It wasn't a joke.
I don't hear no positive stuff from you.
You say you don't hear enough positive? And this is the place to bring that shit up at?
and Calabria's fuse is real short at this point.
Yeah, Calabria, in a very like mostly healthy way. She's like, why are you starting shit?
In a productive way.
In a productive way. Let's say that.
They're having a conflict and
Yeah.
she is like productively addressing it.
Yeah. She's saying like, okay, we were having a good time.
And you go starting with me. Why are you starting with me?
And why are you starting in front of everybody else? Because as soon as Calabria starts getting into his ass, he's like, I don't want to do this here. I want to do it here. And she's like, you started this.
Right.
You brought this here in front of everybody else.
And now
so
that I have a
do it.
response, you don't want to do this
Exactly. Exactly.
And then Edmund's over there talking about, I love you.
Ooh.
She said, I don't want to hear that
what
shit.
What did I tell you before? What the fuck did I say about telling me that you love me as a way of like deading a conversation or like getting through conflict?
She don't want to hear it. What I told y'all, what did I tell y'all? Between Annie and Edmund, them I love yous is flying left and right as a defense mechanism.
They will throw them things out as a way of getting through conflict because they don't know what to say or they can't
so
defend
fast.
themselves.
And it also is supposed to shut the other person down.
Yeah.
What do you mean you have a problem with me if I'm telling you I love you?
Exactly. Like, it's a very disarming tactic. Supposed to be, but in Calabria's situation, she's like, I'm
hell
done
no.
with
She
this
said
shit.
absolutely not. Okay, so let's talk about it then,
Okay.
because this goes back to my question of why is it so satisfying to see a couple fight in public? But I think the more productive question is like, what does it say about your relationship if you're at a point where you're fighting in public?
I mean, I think to that question right there is like, if you're at a point where you're fighting in public, yeah, I think you're past like handling conflict in a healthy way, basically.
Yeah, I think so. I'm of two minds, right? I don't think that we should have to perform sort of a level of like sanctity and like wholesomeness at all points. Like if there's a conflict and we're out in the world, then we need to address the conflict.
Because most things that you're arguing about are like, one, very personal,
Right.
Or like if anyone else hears it, they don't have the context to recognize that like this is a thing that's like 3 months in the making.
Right. But I think when it escalates to the point where you are like, where y'all are going at it in public, it says to me that the relationship isn't in a place where you can prioritize like communicating with your partner.
Yeah.
Instead, you are so like animated in your anger or your hurt that you have to make your point then and there. It seems
honest,
like you prioritize your ego at that point.
Yeah, like you're protecting yourself where it's like, I don't care what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I need to squash this or handle this or like, defend myself basically.
And that's also that thing where like people love that like toxic shit. Like
Yeah.
it gets their heart racing. It makes them feel
Yeah.
alive.
Mhm.
And if there's an audience for it, then I assume that's even like it enhances
for the
that
right
feeling
person.
even more. You know?
And I mean, yeah, I think there's a part that we kind of like seeing conflict between two people because we kind of get to like live vicariously through it to an extent.
It feels like real life entertainment. That's what it feels
It's
like.
entertainment, but I feel for some people also it can be like, oh, like this is how I would handle this, or this is how I wish I would handle things sometimes, But also we just like being nosy and entertained.
Oh, we love being
because,
nosy.
bro,
When the
there's-
neighbors be arguing, boy, we be creeping down them motherfucking stairs with a glass to the wall, to the door.
Or you at dinner and somebody 3 tables over is like,
don't let them start.
What are you doing with your secretary? And we're like,
Listen, the
Hey,
whole
hey.
conversation we have, dead that shit. We both lean at what they say. What they say, you heard it. There's something so like intriguing. I think about like a public, it's like a glitch almost, right? Like the way that we portray ourselves in public.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're very much aware of how people are perceiving us.
Yeah. And it's like the emotion it takes to break that mold, basically. We're like, oh, they're doing it. They're breaking the mold now. Okay, everybody watch.
They're doing the shit that we as a society
No, we're not supposed to do.
have agreed in this unspoken manner that like
Yeah.
we don't do. We
Yeah.
don't do this. I think it's a combination of like intrigue and secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
And it's so gratifying. It's so gratifying. I will say that like the fight that we see in this episode between Edmund and Calabria was more of an argument, and she was very much justified in the way that she responded. And
Very
she was
much
like,
so.
no, don't tell me that you love me. I need answers. Answer my questions.
Exactly.
Do you understand how frustrating it is for me that I'm making these points and you refuse to acknowledge what I'm saying and you just want to tell me you love me?
And Edmund does his usual special of just like deflecting for the most part, of just like hearing like what he has put out come back at him, and basically almost like either shutting down or just being like, I ain't gonna look at you. And I think, again, seeing his reaction to her and like how dismissive it is, I think that's what gets someone to say, I don't care who's around me right now, you are hurting me. And I need to like defend myself or get this point out, or I'm never going to feel like I have any power ever again, basically.
It's one of those things where you sort of like black out and you step outside of yourself because you are so like in the heat of the moment.
Exactly.
And like these waves of emotion, whether it's anger or disgust or whatever it is, sort of overcome you.
Yeah.
And there's no way, the point is there's no way that when you're in that space that you're going to be able to resolve the issue.
Exactly.
And so I think it says something about your relationship if you frequently find yourself fighting in public.
Yeah. At that point, if you're fighting in public often, to me, that's a clear sign that like you guys need to separate or go to in some intense therapy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, their relationship is 2 weeks old. So if y'all are fighting in public at your 2-week anniversary, like,
I don't know if
should we be taking this to the altar?
I don't think so. I mean, we'll see if it comes up later, but I don't think so. But I think it gets to my point, to my question, kind of, where like we are seeing these like genuine hurt feelings, like all these like conflicting things, and just kind of seeing like what it can morph into. But back to my question of like, how do we differentiate between like someone feeling genuine hurt, like these conflicting emotions that are like making them do things they wouldn't normally do, or when they're just straight up gaslighting each other
And manipulating
someone. Like I think, and of course in this situation I'm using Patrick and Anna, where like we were saying, it really does feel like Anna is just straight up gaslighting Patrick.
I think what she feels is immense guilt.
Okay.
And instead of being able to face the guilt that she has around being racially biased, projecting self-hate, and then abandoning people that she's claimed to have developed a strong connection with, I think instead of facing that, it's easier for her to put the onus on him of having handled the situation differently.
Yeah.
And that is that's gaslighting. Like,
Yeah, like again, it's just like you're taking everything that you should own and just like throwing that at someone else and say, hey, you own this, so while
Right.
I get to kind of wipe the slate clean, basically.
right. While also making it so that they question the reality of what
Exactly.
happened.
Yeah, because now Patrick is looking at her like, that is not what happened.
Or is it? Is it
But
my
you
fault?
sound so adamant in saying that, like, hey, if you really loved me, you wouldn't have even thought about asking someone else, which I think is interesting because she keeps bringing up him proposing to Casey. And I think to an extent where I do have some grace for Anna, where I can say that potentially there's other things at work right now that is making you have some conflicting thoughts, some conflicting emotions. But when I think about gaslighting, I think I like to juxtapose her and Casey, because we also see Casey gaslighting the fuck out of Patrick as well.
This poor guy, he's getting it left and right.
He can't catch a break because she clearly is like, I do not like this man. I
Yeah.
am not attracted to him.
No, I don't love him.
I am not trying to go forward
My pussy couldn't be drier.
at all.
Yeah.
But we see her like kissing all up on him,
Yeah.
telling him that like, oh, I just don't want to go to Baja, basically. And when he's like, do you want to break up? She's like, yeah, no, but like I just can't do this. Like
Right.
lots of implications that like,
Which isn't gaslighting, but it's very manipulative.
It's very manipulative. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think in this case, gaslighting and manipulation, they're two distinct things, but it's still kind of like two
They
sides of the same
operate
coin.
in a similar way.
Exactly. And I mean, to an extent, we are seeing Anna also manipulate
Yes.
Patrick. So, but I think we can juxtapose those two because it feels like in Anna's case, it's somewhat of a self-protection, whereas like she's having so many conflicting emotions. And you said like reckoning with the parts of her that
She
she,
don't wanna
doesn't
do that
like.
shit. Mm-mm.
She's like, part of my self-conscious is probably like really deeply needing to protect myself right now.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, I kind of naturally have to make you
The bad guy.
the bad guy, basically. Whereas it feels like Casey is more so trying to protect her image.
She preserving that image, baby. She
image
said,
of
you ain't gonna
herself.
edit me no kind of way
Exactly.
where it doesn't look like I don't love this man. Even though she slipped up when she talked right to the camera, I guess she forgot that she did that. And she was
Maybe.
like, yeah, hell no, I'm not attracted to him and I never will be.
Or maybe it was just like in front of Patrick, I can't do this.
Or that's what she had to do to like sign the release to get the fuck out of this agreement. I don't know. But in all of the other, anywhere she is filmed with Patrick, she
Yes.
is very intentional
A
about
completely different
positioning
personality.
herself
Yeah.
so that she is read as being attracted. She's being read as being attracted to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, yeah, those are two very different things. I think just generally though, like, how do we distinguish between like complicated feelings and gaslighting?
I mean, you have to know the person.
You have to know the person, but
yeah.
I think the main point is like, is this person's intention to make you question your reality and therefore concede to their reality and concede to their points?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good, their intent, overall intent. Are they protecting their image? Are they protecting you? Are they protecting what you guys have built together? Or like you said, is it more of a situation where I need you to have my viewpoint, my perspective be the correct one?
The winning argument, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, we're not professionals. We can't, diagnose
This
these
is our
people.
unprofessional opinion, and I
Indeed.
stand by it. Shit.
Yeah. So so far, number one villain for this season is, I'm still gonna say Casey, because
She not giving the ring back. Her not giving the ring back is wild.
that was wild. She's like, I am going to reject you and steal from you, and somehow make myself the victim.
Crazy. Truly, truly crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else?
No, that's it for me. Just we're gonna see what happens next, because I don't know. We left off with some juicy stuff.
Indeed. Y'all join us next time for more messy looks into dating, love, and relationships. Let's see how things turn out after this messy ass party. Will Calabria and Edmund be able to patch things up? How are Nick and Annie gonna bounce back from this? Is Allie gonna marry Anton or continue to judge him?
I think she's gonna judge him still.
We got lots of questions. This is only gonna get messier from here because then weddings is around the corner.
Indeed. And again, the season's almost over. So again, if you guys have any suggestions about what we should talk about, review next.
Oh yeah, let us know what y'all want to hear us chitty chat about. Remember, we're here for the drama,
Here for the mess.
but it's all
All love.
love.
Please like and subscribe here on YouTube. If you like this show and you're listening to us on a podcast platform, please give us a rating and a stellar review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Again, we are still in our baby stages. Every review, like, comment, and share helps us bring you guys some more awesome content.
It truly does. We'd love to hear from y'all. Hit us up with your dating experiences and lovers questions, hypothetical scenarios, just a little email to say, hey, I love what you're doing. Honestly, anything. I would love to open our email and get anything. You can hit us up at loverswatchpodcast@gmail.com.
See y'all next time.
See you next time.